Oh, that's all right. It's a new year. March.
Welcome to Gamer Athletes.
The first episode of the new year.
The World Tattoo and Cigar Bar Studio in Northwest Indiana. The Mount Everest of gaming excellence. Delivering all the gaming news and info that you as athletes deserve.
This is Gamer Athletes. We are your hosts, Chris Carr and
Dan Martinez.
I might have to turn these up.
We are back
after
a hiatus. Yeah, the levels.
That wasn't a hiatus.
A hiatus. It was a
No,
sabbatical.
like we quit and then
Sabbatical.
we quit.
Yeah.
We got fucking USAIG fired, and then they realized
they doged us.
Yeah, they realized they needed us because we're a valuable member of the gaming and podcasting community.
Yeah.
So they had to hire us back. They had to hire us back.
We messed up.
Come on,
We're back though.
Come on.
We missed a lot of news. Yeah.
Anyway, follow us on Insta, gamer.athletes, Twitter, Gamer Athletes, PC, YouTube, Gamer Athletes Podcast, and leave us a 5-star review and whatever. Yeah, leave us a 5-star review. It helps boost in the algorithm, but until we start putting out more episodes, there's no reason to.
Yeah.
But go ahead and leave it anyway. We got a lot of news. A lot of failed games. We got the Gamergate president and all that.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff we missed. The Switch 2, we missed that whole thing, the release.
Yeah.
Or the tease because it leaked.
Yeah,
But
the Assassin's Creed delay.
Yep. A lot of this happening right now.
What is this?
Pokemon fights.
What is this, like a quick warm-up?
Yeah, these are the warm-ups.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this. Dude, there was a bunch of Costco videos.
Yeah.
People going after these pallets. They release it and then they just fight.
Yeah.
Somebody pulled a gun on somebody over a Pokemon card. Jesus.
This is really, really good marketing, though.
Oh yeah, Pokemon companies loving it.
So I was talking to some people at work. I actually work with a guy who at one point was a super high ranked Halo 3 player, and we were talking about it. And they didn't used to do this back in the day, where they have like they got these seasons and stuff, and then they reshift all the fucking meta for the game, and so they put an overpowered weapon in there, so then it gets it gets everybody talking about the game again. That's what this shit is.
Pokemon, they
fighting.
release so many new sets in 1 year. Like this year, last year alone was like 5 sets, 6 sets. This dude's she's trying to stop this dude from using the Pokemon vending machine.
I got a Pokemon vending machine.
Yeah, it was right behind him. You see it?
Yeah, where's the Pokemon vending machine? I never even heard of a Pokemon
vending machine. Where is this at?
I'm a fucking boomer.
The San Francisco Bay Area.
I remember we used to buy cigarettes out of a vending machine.
He was waiting in his car for the restock. Wow, it's crazy. It's crazy. And this is a light one. You've seen people go like really ripping shit out of Costco.
I seen the Costco pallets.
Yeah.
And like only 2 per customer.
Yeah, and they were just grabbing like 4 or 5. Like, what the fuck? You should have to go
these are
get a ticket. All right, you get a ticket, you take it up front, and then they give you your 2. You can't. Grown-ass men.
Fighting over Pokemon cards.
Dude.
It's because a
gun pulled.
You know what does is that they can resell them online, and they got guys making TikToks trying to become TikTok famous. Trying to do Pokemon cards, opening Pokemon packs.
They just take all their buddies and let's fight over these cards.
I got a Charizard.
Yeah.
I mean, I might go fight over some cards if I got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll run defense.
Pull a gun like everybody else.
I'll tackle some fuck.
I saw a funny...
I'll be tripping people.
I saw a funny reel that I was going to send to you. It said, wow, look at that school of fish. It said, don't say that in America. Somebody will try and shoot it.
School of fish? Oh, because it's a school shooting joke. Oh, yeah. Let's make fun of the suffering of small children.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Okay. Brutal.
Yeah.
And then this is now a warm-up. This was news when I first typed it. But
what, the Fail Guard?
Yeah. Well, it went to $24.99 fairly quickly. This game has only been out 4 months.
Yeah, the game is a dud.
Major dud. In many aspects, too. So I read a fucking Gamer article, The Gamer article today that tried to like say how...
Yeah, they love running the defense.
It compared it to... Monster Hunter that just came out. Monster Hunter just came out, and they're like, Monster Hunters made the game accessible, and they're doing good. And that's what Dawn Guard or Fail, whatever the fuck it was, it Veilguard tried to do, and people shit on it. Well, yeah, there was more problems than making it accessible.
Oh yeah, I love it in games when I get bitched at for fucking mispronouncing someone's name. This is the whole thing about Veilguard, how you're in a world where you have to watch out for dragons. Ain't not a motherfucker worried about telling somebody their pronouns.
Yeah, but there's a whole scene about it.
I know.
The cutscene.
Yeah, the cutscene.
The cutscene's insane.
Yeah, she pulls a Barth or whatever.
Yeah.
What was it? It was a...
Well, she actually goes by. And I'm like,
yeah, and then she has to do some push-ups. And then there's the other scene where they're in the house with the mom, and they're like... The parents of the fucking... What is it? The Quislings? What are the
I don't fucking know, man.
The Q...
the big horns.
Yeah. So they're in the scene and they're sitting at the table and they're like, "Hey, she's non-binary."
And they explain it. They go into an explanation and have the defense of it. Blah 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 blah. But then we talked about this once before, and then later in the game, that same character refuses to call a guy who's like a certain class.
Yeah.
And they were like, "We don't like being called that." And he's like, "Well, that's what you are. I'm going to call you that." And I'm like, "What? Hypocrite!"
Yeah. The hubris.
So not only
the hubris of the gender weird fucking community is outrageous.
Not only is the pronoun shit bad, but like the writing itself is like they're like it's bad. The combat, everything was dialed down. Your companions are boring. Everything sucked about it.
They say
it was a live service game.
You could not choose. Well, it started
as a live service game, and then they
shifted. Yeah. So, but they said you could not choose to do anything that was in poor taste or whatever. So, like in past things, you could piss the people off.
Yeah.
You could, and then they would not like you anymore. Or then you'd lose access to sexual adventures with that person or romantic adventures with that person, but you couldn't make any bad decisions. And even like when the really, really bad, I guess the really, really bad guy in the game, you were not able to like be like or kill the guy or some shit like that. I can't remember. I mean, I might be a little off. It's been a couple months since I listened to all this shit.
They missed the mark with that pronoun shit, because if a game like that where you can choose responses, where you can make good responses, but that character tells you,
I'd be like, fuck your pronoun.
I should have that option, and then they get so mad they leave the party.
Mm-hmm.
Real life.
Yeah, and then but you couldn't kill anybody in the party.
Yeah. And then some other like blue-haired individual on your party would leave too because you were mean to the
some blue-haired
pronoun
weirdo with a fucking septum piercing.
Yeah, some weird rogue. The septum. Why is there a uniform?
What? Oh, they have a uniform,
right?
Yeah.
That's like the heart. The right-leaning people have the like, don't tread on me.
Yeah.
The black American flag hats.
Yeah, they're the most.
Everybody's got it.
They're the most conforming nonconformists you'd ever meet. Is the fucking gender weird fucking people. Yeah. And if you differ in opinion slightly, you're fucking out of the gang.
Yep.
You're out of the fucking gang.
The sales were trash.
Terrible.
And it's on PS Plus.
Already.
You can play it for
the
quote unquote free.
Shit, that game came out to I can't remember what the
numbers.
Yeah,
it was trash.
Like 13,000 was their peak in the first 24 hours. Yeah, it was bad.
Terrible.
Yeah. But pretty much everybody knew that game was going to be trash. Once they started like putting out like pages of it, like the combat wasn't compelling.
They were playing a damage control too.
And they got away from that. What made Dragon Age really good was the ability to control. Like, and even in the last one, was most people didn't like as much, but you could still control all the fucking characters. Decisions mattered.
You're the guy.
Yeah, and what was it? They only had 4 decisions. Used to be in every iteration of Dragon Age. All the decisions that you made in the past ones, if you chose to do so, would carry forward.
Mm-hmm.
This one had 4 decisions that carried forward from all. So
and none of it really mattered either. Yeah. Like again, it's a new BioWare. It's not even the same BioWare that made Inquisition. It's like a whole new staff.
That's the thing. Like all the good developers left, and and it's not just them. Mm-hmm. It's most like I'm a little worried for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Which I mean, it leads into this. The DEI is ending in the game industry. Like hopefully, a lot of it.
Get that shit the fuck out of
here. You can't hire just anybody. You gotta hire for skill.
I am really willing to overlook a lot of sexual harassment and weird shit going on in gaming companies. As long as I get good games,
pump them out.
Yeah, just give me a good game.
You as a developer should be like, even if you're the creative director and you're like, all right, these people, like, I don't care. Yes, this person's a trans, but they can code their ass off. Yeah, I don't care. Like, this is what matters.
Yeah.
And then, stop that shit. No, you're not going to put, I don't think anyone, whether you're trans or not trans, should be putting your ideals in a game. Unless you're an indie developer. But like a AAA studio, man, you need to be staying away from that shit. Like, just make a good game.
Especially if you're taking on a beloved IP.
Yeah, you're taking on something like that. Like, no, it has a huge fan base. And you can constantly see the effects of this left and right. It's not a rumor anymore. It's real.
But there's a lot of companies that are still making that mistake.
Yeah.
343 Studios, now Halo Studios, just hired 3 people that came from Concord and Firewalk Studios.
Oh boy.
They hired 3 people in key positions. One is a lead game designer. Came from Firewalk.
Like, that has to be the first thing. Look, I don't want your shit in this game. I don't want your bullshit in here.
Yeah. The only problem with that is like the reason why they went and hired a bunch of these people is because they were getting money from the government.
Right.
That was in the AID. That was part of the thing that came out in the USAID thing, was that they were funding DEI shit in video games.
I believe it.
You don't have to believe it.
I know.
It's
I'm just saying.
True.
Well, see, some people are gonna, no, it's not true.
No,
right?
They can say it's not true or not, but the one thing that they have done with the USAID and the shit with Elon Musk or whatever, as far as the AID shit goes, is they've been very transparent with what all the funding is. You can go onto the fucking government website and see where all this money fucking went.
Just call it USAIDs.
Yes, USAIDs. But yeah, you can see
it was AIDS to the gaming industry right now.
You can see where all the money went. So they funded all this shit for years of all this. So you see it finally, like the last 2 years, it's really come to a fucking head, and the gamers are like, all right, fucking enough of this shit.
Yep. Somebody will rather play again, there's so many good games, and there's games that have been coming out during all that time that are just like, here, they're proving the rule.
Yeah.
Like, these games come out and they prove the rule constantly, and then they still are like, nah, our ideals are better.
Yeah,
no.
Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate had the most gay shit and gay animal sexy fucking bullshit in it that you could possibly get.
Path of Exile, KCD2. There's all these games that come out that are just in between all this other shit.
A lot of people are mad about Kingdom Come Deliverance, though, about the gay shit.
I remember
that was kind of
I
much
wrote it down, but it's not in here.
What?
About the main character, because in the first game he wasn't gay.
No, but
now you have the option to romance.
Yeah, but I think you have to go down that option.
Right,
you have to go down.
You
that
have
road.
to choose it. You don't. It's not just out there.
So it's like
my dude's banging every bathhouse chick I come across.
Hell yeah, brother!
Every time I need to get my clothes cleaned, I might as well just bang this bathhouse lady.
You know what?
And then you get a buff.
You know what I did I downloaded The Witcher 3 a couple weeks ago, and I started playing it again. And one of the very first scenes in there, Yennefer's fucking naked, sitting there.
That's one of the hardest choices in gaming.
Butt cheeks
that I had to make was Yennefer or Triss.
Yeah, and then
was my favorite too.
They took him in the movie or the TV show. They made him fucking dog face, fucking
DEI hires.
Yeah, DEI hires. We need some dog face bitches in here.
You don't have a character creator in Path of Exile.
No, you just get
pick a class.
That's not really that big of a deal.
Doesn't matter.
It's all about the gameplay, baby.
Anyway. Yeah.
It's all about.
I like that shit, right? Because as much as I do like character creations, sometimes I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you just go in.
Like, I just want to play, right? I know I'm gonna lose an hour here now.
Yeah. So Path of Exile released in early access. It's available for $30. You can get, and you get early. So the game is not full release. Once it goes into full release, the game will be free. And the way that Grinding Gear Games makes their money, which is what they did off of Path of Exile, is they sell stash space, which you can go through. If you don't buy any stash spaces at all, when the game comes out free, you get 5 stash slots, which is more than enough. You just have to spend a little bit more time selling shit and,
but if you buy the access, you get a bunch of more shit.
Yes. If you buy, it's just basically pay. It's not pay for slight convenience.
Pay for convenience. That's fine.
Yeah. but it's not like pushed on you. The game is free, and you can pay $0 when the game finally comes out and get thousands of hours of entertainment out of it, and never have to pay a dime. But if you want to pay $30, you'll get, and the thing about it too is when you buy the early access, you get $30 of in-game currency to buy your stash tabs. So I did that more than once because I bought it for the Xbox. I also bought it for PC.
Yeah.
So then I bought a couple skins or whatever. So I
skins.
Yes, they have skins.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the armor in the game's okay. There's no transmog yet. So, I mean, but the armor sets that they have are really cool that you can buy, and they're expensive.
I've watched a bunch of shit on it. I want to play it. It's just, for some reason, I had that trophy thing. I'm like, man, it's not going to show my progress up on here.
So a lot of people are bitching because this game was a little bit hard.
Why is that a thing lately, man?
What? The people are bitching because
they said this shit about KCD too.
Yeah. I didn't think it was
two
because people are pussies.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was too hard.
Yeah.
There was the boss fights and this is something that goes along with playing through the very first time. You play through that game the very first time, you have nothing to start the game with. Once you make it through that time, all the characters that you create after that have access to all your shit.
Yeah.
So you just fucking start blowing through everything a little bit sooner. But yeah, some of the bosses and stuff were a little bit hard my first playthrough.
Good.
But you had to learn their movesets a little bit more. It wasn't like just I fucking get a couple more levels and just blast
and just
through
hit
this
him
fucking
hard.
boss.
Yep.
Yeah.
But spam this thing every time it cools off, take a quarter of his life away. That's Diablo.
So the storyline and the campaign are pretty solid. They only have 3 acts out now, and they will have 6 acts in the end. So right now it is you go through the first 3 acts, and then you have to replay those same 3 acts before you hit end game, or else you won't. And the reason why they did that is because then if they just give you the first 3 acts and then you go to end game, you wouldn't be a high enough level to even compete in end game. So you have to go back and play through the campaign one more time.
Got it.
Which is not bad. Because the campaign, the bosses are really cool in the campaign. The story is okay. It's okay. I mean, it's there. It's cohesive.
It's just there to be there.
It's not bad. The level designs are pretty good. A lot of them are like better than others. Some of them are like way too fucking big. Some of the levels, you just have to go clear out all this area. And like when you're first going through the game, you notice the size of the levels more the first time you go through the game because you're not blasting through shit as fast. But some of them seem really fucking big, and they're constantly updating the game. So they made it so you could you get checkpoints in the levels. Now you can warp from one checkpoint to another checkpoint, which really significantly reduces the size of the levels. And that was a huge comfort that they made. And one good thing about grinding your games is they're very active with their community, and they take in a lot of fucking
that's why the first one was successful. So
yeah, the first one has actually been around for 11 years now, and it was
the first one.
6 months before this one came out. They hit their peak player count of like 250,000 people. And when this game came out, it had peak player counts of like 500,000 people.
Yeah.
They're just printing money over there grinding your games with this. The passive tree is significantly easier than the first one, though.
Their trees are huge.
And whereas in the first one, you could actually break your character if you fucking go through the passive tree the wrong way. This one is not like that. It's a little bit more forgiving.
Oblivion was like that. You can fuck your shit up.
Yeah. There are 6 classes right now. You have warrior, monk, witch, sorceress. I
got to that screen.
Yeah, marksman and ranger. You have those right now. They each have 2 ascendancies.
Ranger.
Yeah, 2 ascendancies right now, which they will have 3 in the future. There will be 12 characters, and each one will have 3 ascendancies, which will give you 36 options for characters.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
That's huge.
All of it. All of it.
So, and the ascendancies are like halfway through. It's a small, like, kind of side skill tree that makes your character play different than everything else.
I watched a little bit on it, and I was like, okay, shit. And I picked it up.
So currently, I have 191. My monk is level 91. I have an 80 ranger. I have an 80 necromancer, which is a witch. They call it the witch, but it's a necromancer. And I'm going through with a buddy of mine. I'm playing the sorceress, probably level 25, and I'm doing a warrior also right now.
Jesus.
So, yeah. I got 600 fucking hours in that goddamn game.
I mean, I played a lot of Diablo 3 like that.
And there's an update coming at the end of this month where they're adding more ascendancies, more stuff. You can actually see all the characters now in the game that you can pick. Or like,
Just can't pick them all?
No, you can't pick them at the character picking screen, but you can go through it in the in like the jewel tabs or whatever. You can see different items for those characters.
Interesting.
It is a lot of fun.
I'm going to get into it eventually.
And so, and like when someone picks the game up that it's never played it before, I recommend that they go and look at a build guide.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even did that. I didn't look at a build guide exactly for my monk or for any of my characters, but I would like watch videos and like kind of try to figure out what these fuckers were doing. So you'd see TikToks, these people just blasting through fucking shit, and I'm like,
you got to see his numbers.
I got to
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Path of Exile is not like it's not a beginner type game. You have to be like willing to actually spend time with it. Because you're not going to
back down for a minute.
You're just going to be frustrated as shit if you're going in there and you're thinking it's like God of War or The Last of Us or anything else that PlayStation puts out.
I was at chapter 5 of Black Myth Wukong when I stopped playing.
Really?
And I almost picked up in
Path of Exile?
Yeah, I'm at chapter 5. I have one more chapter.
Did you finish it?
What?
The monkey game.
No.
You haven't finished it?
I'm at chapter 5.
Holy shit.
Like, I'm right there.
What are you doing with
I
your
was
life?
smoking motherfuckers in that game, too. I was killing these bosses.
Yeah.
Whack.
That game's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Whoop, fucking monkey sounds and shit. I fucked up that prison with all the guards. I was fucking those guys up.
Yeah.
I was getting pissed for a minute.
You know, the guys that like kind of they disappear or whatever the fuck, and then they
fuck
move
you
away.
up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was
I forgot about that part
cruising
of the game.
through the game, and then that I'm like, damn, I was ready for like a change in the type of game I was playing. So then Path of Exile looked good, but then KCD, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I was like, oh, let me see. I kept reading about it, and then somebody made a video, and when they explained it, and like I saw some of the video, I was like, this might, and people were just praising it. Like they're like, this is what Elder Scrolls should have evolved into.
Huh.
The Skyrims and it's so much like Oblivion.
Not Avowed.
When I heard when I heard it was like Oblivion, I was like, fucking sold. That's my favorite Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah.
So I buy it, I download it, check it out. Oh my god. And it is. You walk into this world and you're like, holy shit, there's a lot to do in here.
I thought about
map's
it.
big. It's not going to be for you because it's chatty.
Yeah.
Like there's
too much story.
Yeah, there's some decisions and stuff which are funny. Sometimes they're really good. Like the voice, it's getting the Guinness Book record for the most dialogue lines in a game.
Really?
Because he had to record so many different versions.
That's a crazy stat.
Yeah.
Not Baldur's Gate. They had more than Baldur's Gate.
It's got more. Like this dude.
That's definitely not a game for me. Then
shit.
I don't want that much talking in my game.
You don't get it all. It's just in the game.
Yeah, I don't want that's
Right.
too much talking in a game.
There's some funny scenes in the game, but the combat, right? The combat I was like interesting. It's very realistic, and to where they had sword fighters, and they're like, holy shit, they took their time with this. You get your ass beat. You don't know shit.
Have you finished the game lately?
Have I finished?
You're not going to finish Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh man, I'm trying. I don't know.
You're not going to. You haven't finished the monkey game.
I don't know. I finished something recently. I have to look at my library.
Finished anything recently?
And I beat Astrobot, but
what is that? 5 hours?
I don't know. It's like 10, 15.
Commitment.
Yeah,
you have commitment issues.
Oh yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Commitment issues.
So,
yeah. So I beat the monkey game this year.
Yeah,
I think I beat a few games this year.
This year, last year.
When did it come
last
out?
year? Last year.
Did it come out last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I beat it
March.
last year.
Yeah,
I beat that game a couple weeks after it came out.
I got it on sale, and I was like, let me.
Yeah,
I dug it. It's good. Looks really good.
I've only played
spent
Path of Exile this year.
An hour trying to beat two dudes in KCD early in the game because you got shit armor. I don't know how to fight. You have to really learn how to fight in that game.
Yeah.
Your stats get better as you fight. But there's a dude you have to talk to, and he teaches you this one move that'll just like change everything. But you have to learn it, and you have to beat him in a fight
you have to
earn it.
Yeah, you have to beat him, and then you get the easy mode unlocks.
It's not easy mode. You still have to, because it depends. Like, you have to swing when they're swinging, and it'll counter them.
Yeah.
But it depends on which direction, right? So if they're swinging from the left, you got to swing from the right.
Is there an easy mode in that game, or is it just one mode?
No.
It's just one mode?
It's just fucking hard.
Good for them.
If you suck at combat, you might want to try and make your speech. Like, get your speech up.
Oh, yeah, you want to be a charismatic guy.
Yeah, so it's cool because you could get 3 outfits saved. So one, you wear all your gear that'll be charisma based, and I have a stealth outfit, and then I have combat.
Yeah, it's first person too.
Yeah, I went and stealth killed a whole fucking bandit camp. That was awesome.
How are the sex scenes in that game?
I don't know yet. No, though the bathhouse chicks is just audio. You hear the water splashing and the girl, you know. But they walk around this outfit that's crazy. It's like a wet T-shirt on their whole body. So you can see through it. Everybody's got big tits in this game.
They should. As
they should.
Yeah. I mean, back
they're
in
Czechoslovakian. I don't know.
Some big knockers.
There's a fun, and the humor.
They only sell D-cup bras in that country.
Yeah.
Even currently.
They don't wear any.
That's a fact I just made up for this show.
The humor in the game was I didn't expect, but then I was like, wow, this is actually really good. There's a because you get these like primitive guns.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's just a stick, right? And you pack it up.
Yeah.
Boom, right.
So
there's a scene where you got a band of guys, and you're like, we got to stop this convoy of carts.
Is that where the gay shit comes in?
No,
the
there's no gay shit. Oh. So then you're standing there, and they were so inaccurate, right? These guns. So this cart convoy comes up. They're like, stop! We want all your shit. We're taking this dude. And they're like, whatever. They're like, if you don't, we're gonna light you up. So everybody shoots their gun, smoke clears, and nobody's hurt.
Really?
But they shot an arrow at one of the guy that they're trying to save, and he's like, fuck. It's like, you didn't hit anybody. Yeah. So they have to hurry up and like reload. That whole scene was funny as fuck. It was almost some Monty Python shit.
Yeah. My new department, Dan Martinez, is playing that game. He says it's great.
It is good.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
That guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Another Puerto Rican guy.
It is. It is.
He's playing on a PC though, so
he's hard.
He's like Dan 2.0.
Okay, good for him. I'll get there.
We'll see.
It's slow and sometimes, but they put fast travel in, which is good. And like you said, it really helps with the map. Because I don't. Sometimes it's not as populated of a map that I would like to like run into like all kinds of shit. Sometimes, like I want to like
hear that.
It's just empty land. Sometimes there's no interesting things out there. So it's hundreds of hours. They were shitty because the character has a gay path. If you want to take it
a gay path,
yeah. But in the first game, he didn't. Again, it's really good story, really well told.
Yeah,
hard combat. You got to get good. Like arrows and shit ain't doing nothing to nobody unless you get really good at it.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you got to run through with a fucking bastard sword and just try to hack the shit out of everybody.
I hack the shit out of everyone. I love when you fast travel. It'll stop sometimes and say you stumble upon 2 people.
When you're fast traveling, it'll interrupt your fast travel.
Yeah, and say what do you want to do?
Shit.
It says what do you want to do? You can pass.
Oh, okay.
But every time it gives you see a strange man kneeled over like a real Dungeons and Dragons.
Is that
type
where the
shit.
gay shit comes in?
No, I have not experienced it because I refuse. I didn't even come that way where. There was 2 characters I think that were gay in there because they gave each other a look. But
can you kill them?
I ended up killing one.
Can you kill everybody?
I ended up hate criming him.
Can you kill your friend that you're gonna be gay with?
No,
you can't kill that guy.
No,
you should be able to kill him.
No,
just for funsies.
I think if you knock him out, and he'll be
mad.
He'll be unconscious, and then they come back. And then
is he mad at you?
He'll probably get mad.
That is cool.
He's gone for most of the game because it's not about him; it's about you.
Yeah.
Then you're together for
you're
the
main character.
Section. Huh? No, you're not. Actually, you're not the.
How are you not the main character?
You're the character you play, but you're not the main and more important person in this world.
Really?
There's kings that 2 cousins or brothers that are trying to claim king. They are the main characters. You are just some dumbass squire for some noble.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It is cool. So you see all the bullshit.
I should play it.
I'm terrible. You're gonna hate it.
No, I wouldn't like it.
You're gonna hate it. I'm terrible with crossbows. There's a trophy to kill a dude with one shot in the head.
Can you skip the cutscenes?
Yeah, you can fast through dialogue too.
Yeah. I might play it.
There's some sieges that are fun. Like they put their ladder up and you can push the ladder down.
Maybe I had to
drop rocks on them.
Yeah. Maybe I had to do a playthrough where I just like click through really fast and just see where I end up.
Yeah.
Without even fucking knowing what's going on.
You get a dog.
What's going on?
The dog helps you. The horse is the best because it has a capacity. So you can store
roaches with you?
Pebbles.
Huh. Pebbles.
Who's a trash horse.
You know what? Why is this becoming like you say you get a dog? I mean, I get having a dog a little bit, but why does every game got to have fucking animals you can pet and shit in them now? It's fucking annoying as fuck.
Yeah, that happened
Who
years
gives a
ago.
shit?
Can you pet the dog?
Yeah.
I don't care.
You got fucking games that spend $10 million on figuring out how you can interact with a fucking cat, but
can I shoot the dog?
Yeah, but their hitboxes are shit.
I want to be able to kill the animals.
Yeah, you can kill them.
No,
Kick 'em.
some games won't let you.
Yeah, I know it's stupid.
That's like when GTA doesn't have kids in it. Cyberpunk does that.
GTA doesn't have kids?
No, Cyberpunk does. I remember seeing a kid in Cyberpunk like, what the fuck?
I guess I never even fucking noticed that.
Yeah, no.
Not something I ever paid attention to, that there was no kids. I know.
I can't wait for that.
And I know there's kids in fucking Cyberpunk because they're like little shitheads or whatever the fuck. But
that Monster Hunter came out.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds.
Did what? Did good. Kingdom Hunter. It sold 1 million units in 24 hours.
Kingdom Come Deliverance
did really good.
Big hit because the first game did so fucking
It'll be on the Game of the Year list for sure.
Yeah. But you know what they'll probably give it to is fucking Avowed.
No way.
Yeah.
No, they're getting away from DEI this year. It ain't going to be on the list.
I know. Because of fucking Trump. America's winning again. We're starting to heal.
Healing.
We're healing.
Yeah.
We're healing.
Bro, we're all broke, but we're healing.
Yeah. So moving in Avowed, I don't know. We can talk about Avowed.
Yeah, talk about
whatever. Because Avowed came out. And even the Steam... You started it? Oh, because it was free on fucking
my kids were playing my
right?
fucking PlayStations. They both wanted to play PlayStation.
Fuck them kids.
I know, man.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I love them kids.
Yeah.
But like they got to play. I'm like, man, what am I gonna play? And I looked. Oh, Valve's out. Let me try it. And all I got was like character creator.
Yeah. So, like, even the Steam, like, I think people were kind of afraid to like, even on Steam, to like give the game bad ratings. It was really, really weird because you'd have people that were giving the game like 7 out of 10, but they were like shitting on it in their comment.
Right.
It's been a weird.
Been a weird release, and they say, and people that on YouTube that I watch that are like, yeah, the game's all right. Like but that's it. Like the game's okay. It's what is weird about that?
It's like aggressively mediocre.
When you kill enemies, they stay dead, so you can literally clear a whole area and they're gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's
kind of how
the combat interests me because I'm interested in how like a modern day almost Elder Scrolls type game is.
Yep, but it's worse.
Right.
Did you see the fucking the side by sides from shit that they put out from Oblivion to that, where they had the guy shooting the arrows in the air?
Yeah.
And in Oblivion, they'd come down. The arrows would come down.
Oh, no, I haven't seen any of that.
And in Avowed, you'd shoot the arrows up in the air, and they just disappear.
Well, it's not... They're two companies, separate companies.
Yes, they're two separate companies, but there were... Oblivion did this like fucking 45 years ago.
Listen, Oblivion is a hard one to beat.
When Obsidian made Avowed, and they were selling Avowed, they were pitching it as current year Skyrim.
Yeah, no
Oblivion.
Way. There's no way.
And they probably I haven't looked at the numbers on how much they spent on Avowed. But I'm sure they spent more money to make this fucking pile of shit than Bethesda did on Oblivion.
Bethesda today couldn't make Oblivion today.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
The different motherfuckers there.
Yeah. But then even if you look at in this one, in Avowed, the NPCs wouldn't move around the town.
Right.
You remember in Oblivion and Skyrim, they had day and night cycles.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to the fucking grocery store and get your fucking salted pork at night because that motherfucker was at home.
You could break in.
Yeah. And then they also
his house.
Speaking of breaking in, so you had motherfuckers at the store, and in Oblivion, you steal something And the guy's like, hey, you better put that back or I'm going to call the guard or whatever. And then he steals another thing and he goes and calls the fucking guards. And then
This is KCD.
Yeah. But in Avowed, you're like stealing shit in front of people and they're not even reacting.
It's RPG light. It's not even a real, it's just a combat game. It's not, I wouldn't even call it an RPG because that's what it felt like in watching the videos is like in Kingdom Come, you have a clean set, like you can get dirty. When you kill a motherfucker, you got blood. And then your clothes get bloody and have a meter, like a percentage that you can check in the menu. You're like, this is this bloody.
So tell you smell bad.
You can
smell like shit.
If you start to stink, you can't stealth. They can smell you.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you have a dirt and a blood setting on each piece of armor.
Yeah.
So then you can walk up to like a bucket and then you'll just wash your face and a little bit of shit will come off. But your dirt and blood still say hi. So you have to find a laundry place. You can find if you have soap on you, you can clean your shit yourself at a laundry location. It's crazy.
How come a AA game, Warhorse Studio can do this?
Kills it.
But Oblivion, with a backing of Xbox, you can't fucking move shit on the table.
You can't. Nobody can just go look at what you did with Oblivion. Do something like that. Keep that going.
And they're using like the same. It's the same technology. Yeah, it's the same shit that they can. They just fucking dudded on the game, probably because they hired a bunch of DEI fucks who didn't know how to do this shit.
What's the other thing? There was two other things. One, like we said, Oblivion. The store will close. The guy goes home.
Yeah.
I broke into his house.
Yeah.
Pickpocketed his keys.
Yeah.
Broke into his store. Didn't have to break in.
See,
the keys.
All that shit.
And then I just stole everything. And then obviously you can't sell those things because they have a stolen mark on them.
Yeah.
You have to find a fence, or after so much time, it becomes.
And this is in Kingdom
KCD.
Come.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
If you equip the stuff,
they can tell.
They're like, that's my stuff.
Really?
Guards, right?
Wow.
So then here's one that really blew my mind. If let's say I broke
this where the gay sex comes in?
No. I know you're very interested in that. I broke into the house. If broke into a house, you kill someone. Right? Nobody sees you do it. As you leave, if someone sees you come out of that house, they'll just be like, "Oh, hello, good night, have a good day."
But then they investigate
the next day. After someone finds that body, that person's like, I saw that guy. So when you come back to the town, they're like, you're arrested and then you got to go to
I think you talked me into it. I think I might get that game.
It does weird shit. It's a learning curve. Like it's not easy to learn how to play that game.
I play PoE.
Right, no, that's what I mean. Like in Elder, right? We play hard games. Yeah. So like I was struggling with stealth for a minute until you understand how it works and like okay. And then I wrecked this bandit. Fucking killed each one because you can't just if you stealth kill a guy while he's awake, it's almost like a mini game. So you have to hit the attack button at the right time. He could block it if he's a little stronger than you numbers wise. And a different icon comes up and you hit a different button, which then will kill him. So man!
So how much how many? Okay, let's say you enter into a dialogue with somebody. How many options are there that come up?
Depends on who it is, right? Depends. Is it
give me an average?
3.
Okay.
Right. If you go to a merchant, he's just got basic trade.
Right, but I'm saying like the quest, like you go get
3-4
quest from a
3-4 really prominent characters where there's a major decision. You got like 5.
Okay,
right.
So you're talking 3.
Yeah.
So I think I might just go pew, 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 and click through and then just see where I end up in the game.
And you don't know which ones are like the asshole ones, which is interesting. So you're like, I don't even know if this is going to come. Reputation lost.
Really?
The town might start hating you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I could do that.
It's funny. Again, there's some cool the alchemy.
Maybe I'll become a warlord or something in that game.
Like you have to actually make a potion.
Really?
Like you don't get to just hit create and it crafts the shit.
Yeah,
you have to make
some shit.
You have to have the recipe.
Yeah.
And you read it out of a book. It says, all right, add this to the cauldron.
Yeah.
Boil the cauldron for 1 turn of the sand dial. And you have to turn the sand dial, wait, take it off the heat.
That would irritate me.
Add
That should
add this, and now boil this for 2 turns, and then you have to distill it, right? So you have to grind shit. But you need a potion to save the game manually.
I have to see if I can play that on the Legion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I could.
I don't know if you're... The Legion's stronger than the Steam Deck.
Slightly.
because this leads into AC Shadows.
Fuck that game.
You cannot play it on the Steam Deck.
I'm not gonna play
Unplayable on the Steam Deck.
Probably going to be hard to play on it. The game looks pretty. When
Fuck
you go
that
watch
game.
it.
I'm with you. Fuck that game, man. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Is it because there's a black guy, you bigot?
No, it's Asians.
Fucking bigot. They made so many fucking Ubisoft made so many fucking gaffes with that.
They
fucking
were
shit.
throwing their own obstacles on the ground too. It wasn't like they were accidentally doing something. They were just doing shit, and there had to be someone going like, no.
Yeah, the one-legged Tortigate.
Oh my god!
Did you see that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is the bomb, like it's a Holocaust thing, right?
No,
Or
not
the
Holocaust. Yeah,
the
Hiroshima
bomb,
and
Hiroshima.
Nagasaki. Yeah.
Yeah.
They bombed them and they had the one-legged Tortigate, so then they decided to throw it in there.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they threw the Black Samurai in there.
The flag that they're using too was another group's
It
flag.
was a reenactment group's flag.
Yep.
And then they had to change that.
Oh man.
Like it all started with just adding. So you have two problems with both the characters. Yasuke is
A black samurai.
which historical records don't point to him being ever a samurai.
He was around, but he wasn't a samurai.
He was around. He was like a beloved person from what was it, Nobunaga.
Sure.
But there's no actual evidence. And the evidence that Assassin's Creed took was from a guy who wrote like a fiction and claimed it to be history. Mm-hmm. And then the same guy, went and edited Yasuke's Wikipedia page and referenced his own book, and that's the guy they got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was never going to be allowed to touch Japanese steel.
So that was the first problem with that character.
They were
the
racist. They were big racists.
Who was?
Japanese people back then.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't back then. I don't know.
They
could have been like the most.
You watched Shogun.
Yeah.
They didn't even like white people.
Yeah, but nobody likes them.
I mean, I hear
they just come and take
oppressors.
They just come and take over. Yeah. So, but then you had that, and then you also have the female character, which is a shinobi, which they didn't have female shinobis back in them days.
She can't pull herself up on the ledge.
Yeah, that's not something that they fucking did.
Yeah,
they had geishas.
I mean, they did good things.
So that was that.
They took care of the shinobi.
You'd think with the amount of money that Ubisoft had, they would have hired like a handful of Japanese historians to go through this. I don't even think they did that because they said they have
Google it.
Chinese architecture and Chinese references in the Japanese game.
Mm-hmm. They had Yusuke destroying like Japanese
temples,
which was no. And then, then you had people play the game and they're like, Yusuke feels like he's missing two parts of the Assassin's Creed core, which is stealth and mobility. He has neither. He's just combat.
Yeah.
And then she's all three. And you're like, what? That's Assassin's Creed.
If I were to actually play that game, I would play as her.
And I'm going to be pissed if I got to be forced to play him. So like, it just doesn't seem appealing when you had a slam dunk with feudal Japan Assassin's Creed, and you fucked it up.
Yes, they did.
That's the elevator pitch, and this is what went wrong.
All for DEI.
All for that.
Yeah.
Let's be different. No, dude, make an Assassin's Creed game in feudal Japan, and that's all you needed to do.
Still think it's gonna probably sell a bunch of copies because there's a bunch of fucking normies that aren't super into the background.
AC fans too.
Yeah, but there aren't people that you figured like there's guys like us that work and that don't. Their hobby isn't games.
Yeah.
They play a game and they've known the Assassin's Creed for years and they're like, I like these. I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, but
they made it shorter too. By the way, it's not 100 hours. It's gonna be if you really want to do everything.
Yeah, because that one
80,
fucking Valhalla horse shit
oh
was
my
too
god,
fucking long.
And I love it. Sold one of the most copies of all ACs. At launch because of I mean the idea of a Viking assassin sounds awesome.
So this one I don't think is going to sell near as well as any of those because on top of the controversies that's running and anybody who's tied into the fucking Ubisoft or into the gaming industry or gaming stuff and this is their like main hobby, they're probably not going to buy the game.
Nope.
On top of that, you'll have other people that have seen the flops that Ubisoft has put out in the last year, which has been fucking a ton. You had Outlaws. You had what was the one with that was supposed to be like their fucking online shooter? What was that?
Damn, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, it was like
fuck.
You had the body armor and you could fly around with
the one, guys, and then the games that were doing well, they closed the studio. They closed the studio on that Prince of Persia game that was actually really even that fucking one didn't, good.
But that one didn't live up to sales expectations.
It didn't live up to sales expectations.
They closed the studio.
But it was a good game. It was one of the few really fun games to play.
Fucking Watch Dogs.
Which was a game that was built off of an Assassin's Creed prototype. Yeah. It was built to be an Assassin's Creed game. They said, nah.
What was that fucking game? What was that one?
If only we could look it up.
Yeah, if only we had the access to the worldwide brain.
Did it cancel it?
No.
Shut down.
Yeah, and then I think there's actually like a online poll to bring it.
X-Defiant.
Yeah.
Yep. Shooter game X.
No, that was that one. They have another one out there that's like that too.
What?
They have another one.
Actually,
you can just type in Ubisoft flops.
Shooter. Yeah, it would be too many.
No,
dude.
It was like sci-fi. What was it? Yeah, the Far Cry series.
Far Cry 10 multiplayer rebooted. Far Cry Extraction Base has been rebooted. Is it that one?
Maybe. No, that's not
Project Maverick.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different studio.
Yeah, maybe. It's X-Defiant.
I know X-Defiant that was supposed to be their Call of Duty competitor, and nobody fucking played that horseshit.
2.9. Yeah. Damn. But AC, not gonna get it. Like the game, you watch a video and you're like, it looks all right, but
no, the combat looks like fucking dog shit.
It's just not gonna. It's not. They just can't do it anymore, man. Everybody's losing their edge.
Like, see, the problem that I see with like games like that is like that combat would have looked good fucking 15 years ago, but you have games that are coming out with, especially like if you go through the From Software stuff. Where the hitboxes are super tight. The combat is quick. It's engaging. It's like all that shit. And then you have, I think someone was playing the demo of Assassin's Creed and they're fucking like killing the guy in front of them. And there was the yellow guys, the tougher character was just standing there watching him.
Yep.
And this was the fucking demo.
The dog glitched out during the showcase.
Yeah. Oh, and then they had articles coming out about how many cats can you have in the fucking the town of the game. Yeah.
Nobody cares.
It's fucking dumb.
Is the game and the idea when you hit a character, it's so somebody who doesn't play video games doesn't understand. Like when you hit someone in a game, you want to be able to feel it. And there's game that that doesn't look like it feels that way. The Valhalla didn't feel that way.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I'm actually like doing damage. Like their health bar is going down, but it's not. Doesn't feel like it's.
But they had that with fucking Altair.
Yeah, that combat was good.
Yeah, the combat was good.
Assassin's Creed 2 was their best shit ever.
With Ezio.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Auditore was great, and then it just went downhill.
It was so good. That was like I think what was it 2 and 3, and then I really didn't play many of them. Yeah, but even Black Flag,
it's beloved.
It was, not by me. Like, I just loaded up into the world, and there was so much shit to fucking do. There's, like, so much yellow all over the top of the map. And then you go to, like, a guy, and he's like, hey, grab me 3 things of straw. And bring it back. And I'm like, why? Like, fuck you, buddy. Go get your own shit.
I ain't gonna buy it. It's gone.
No, I'm not gonna buy it. You played Mirage, though. Oh, Mirage, that was another fucking flop.
Mirage writing was trash. I beat it though.
Yeah. Oh, there's a game you beat. Hey, congrats.
Because they finally shrunk it down to manageable time.
Yeah. I can't remember. Like I said, I got 600 hours in PoE this year, but I don't remember what I was playing like right before that.
I had a guy at work that took time off for this Monster Hunter. 8 million copies in 4 days.
Yeah, I want to play that, but
it runs like shit on PC.
Not on my PC.
Oh, yes, it will.
It will.
They said you can't even run this on a high-end one really well.
No, I've seen people with 4080s and 4090s fucking playing it. 4070s.
A million concurrent players on Steam when it came out.
Yeah. Oh, all those people are on computers, so you're saying every single one of those people that had... No, I seen gameplay.
Well, the reviews and the stats are good, but then if you go to the comments, they're like, fuck this game. It's like one of those.
Well, the thing, like, I have... once you get to a certain level of graphics card on this one, you can force it.
You can fry a steak on it while you're playing it.
Nah, I'm not worried about that.
Fucking heat.
Nah, you know who worries about heat? Guys that have PlayStations who don't know anything about computers. We don't worry about heat.
Nah. Okay. Nah. You got the liquid cooling?
No, well, mine is. But you can look at, you can monitor the temperatures of your GPUs and stuff like that.
Man.
So you can tell, like, if you're overheating. Like, I have that on my my laptop. I got a 4090 on there. And it'll run at 60, 70 degrees. Celsius. Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
You're completely within normal running ranges. The fucking the thermal ability for those cards and shit to run nowadays a lot different than it was years ago.
We should just play Monster Hunter World. Let's see it. Let's see it first. Maybe you like Wild.
But I seen like Asmongold has a 4090 and he was forcing it, you know, it didn't even fucking bother his graphics card, and he was running at 100 plus frames per second.
Monster Hunter's being, they're accusing of making it accessible for a larger audience. It's like the Veilguard.
What do you mean? What do they do?
Change
like trainings in there and shit?
No, like no. Controls and the gameplay.
Yeah, most people don't necessarily mind that shit.
It's always been a complex game.
Yeah.
They made it more accessible.
Yeah, most people, like, even Path of Exile 2 is more accessible than the first one, but you don't hear people making the same kind of complaints.
I mean, I like the idea of Monster Hunter, but like again, that's a commitment because you have to, like, the game doesn't start till you beat the campaign.
Yeah.
Right? And then you really start going end game stuff because you need to grind these monsters for materials. The loop is great. The idea is fantastic.
I don't know why I never really... I played...
I've always wondered why. This is like up your alley.
No, I played the...
Rise?
I can't remember which one it was.
Monster Hunter Worlds was the big one.
I just played it like...
Rise was on
Switch
too. Yeah.
No. I don't remember which one it was, but then something came out. Maybe I stopped playing it when... I think I got it and I played it for a few weeks, and then... Elden Ring maybe came out.
You can be ill prepared for certain monsters. You go out there and you don't have the right shit. You will not kill that thing. Yeah, I like that. I like the what it can do, and all the different weapons take different skill levels. So
yeah,
you can switch on the fly now. I know. I like that. You don't have to.
I feel like
carry multiple weapons.
I don't have a lot of time in that game. I probably got like 20 hours in it, maybe. But we gotta move. We were fucking taking forever. We got a lot to talk about since you haven't shown up for the podcast. Yeah. I got people asking when I'm gonna put on a new podcast. So I was like, I don't know. Whenever this fucking Puerto Rican gets off Garbage Island and comes to my fucking house.
Garbage Island.
See, you have like Gamergate was paid for by USAID. You have that in here.
I put it in here.
Yeah. So, yeah, they were actually paying fucking news reporters and shit to fucking hype up how bad it is. And most people, you know what really grinds my fucking gears, is that you still have all these people who are intentionally misrepresenting what the fuck Gamergate was. Like, you know what Gamergate was, right?
For the most part, I mean, it's been so long since I even...
Like, you know, so Gamergate was about people in the gaming industries... Well, mostly as Alyssa Mercante was like one of the. There was fucking Anita Sarkeesian were trading access to games or favorable reviews to games with while having intercourse and access to the fucking thing, and so they spun it this is the original 2014 Gamergate. They spun it as people were just mad that there were women in gaming journalism.
Yep.
It's like, no, we were mad because they were fucking telling us this game was really good when the game was dog shit because you got tits.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then fast forward now, this last Gamergate was Sweet Baby, which nobody fucking knew about until we had that
Sweet Baby, man.
that one guy. I can't remember the guy's name. He's from Brazil, makes an online forum because he started noticing a trend that this company that nobody fucking heard of, Sweet Baby, was involved with games that just happened to be fucking dog shit.
Dog shit games.
So, and he didn't even link Sweet Baby necessarily with. Maybe he did. I don't think so. God, you're going back to last fucking year with this Gamergate shit. But he linked all these I think it was DEI Detective is what he did. And the DEI Detective just happened to rope in some of Sweet Baby's shit. But then you had Alyssa Mercante's fucking dumbass head reared up again.
She got all those lawsuits.
She fucking lost from Smash JT. She tried to fucking sue him for fucking defamation. He's like, fuck you, bitch. I got receipts. So anyway, the DEI Detective, then Sweet Baby started to say that they were harassing them when they weren't even tying the name of this people. They're like, hey, just be aware that these games are going to have maybe some stuff in it that you don't like.
Yep.
So they started going after this guy. They tried to get him canceled, and that just Streisand affected him. Sweet Baby really bad. Now I'm not even sure. Try to pull it up. See if you can actually bring Sweet Baby up on there.
Yeah, I don't think.
And you also have the Black Girl Gamers too. They were another one. Nope, can't even pull up their website anymore.
Oh wait, nope. There it is.
Well, what did that say before? What you say you were a captcha thing?
Yeah, cap. Yeah.
You got to be a human to fucking view their website now. Look at that. And look at what all they had involvement in. Suicide Squad, fucking, what is that? The Usual Suspect, Alan Wake, Spider-Man 2. All these games are trash.
But what they don't put, let's see. We worked on narrative, character consultant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you had Agraboda was a black girl.
That's why that's the only 100%. Thing wrong with that game. That was, if they would have just kept that. I don't think it's the
only thing wrong with it.
No, you just didn't like the game. Like, I love that.
I didn't play it.
That's so good.
I didn't play it because
combat is so fun.
No.
I love that combat.
You and I have a difference of opinion on that combat.
Yep.
And you know why I have a different opinion on why the combat sucks in that? Is because you can't outskill things. You have to out-level them in that game.
Yeah, I know, but it's still satisfying. Like I take it for what it is and enjoy it.
And I played a good chunk of the
like Elden Ring though. I love it. I love that game.
Yeah, but you can outskill in that game.
I want to get a tattoo of that on my calf, but
yeah, I can. But the cool thing about that is you can outskill.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you practice it. There were parts in that first God of War that I just could not outskill.
Yeah, no, you had to.
You had an area attack that would just hit you, and if you didn't have the right level armor for the game, it would just fucking kill you. And it was stupid. It was fucking stupid.
Sweet Baby.
If it didn't have that though, if you could outskill them, I would probably enjoy that game immensely, except for the fucking last 2 hours in Ragnarok, where it was all cutscenes.
Linear too.
I don't mind linear.
Yeah.
I like Bloodborne. Bloodborne is fairly linear.
Still waiting on that remake.
Fucking Path of Exile 2 is very linear. It's not an open world at all. And I got 600 fucking hours in that game. In 2 months.
59. Damn, I put the 5090 in here. Tech news.
Hey, did we miss anything?
Yeah, the Switch 2. They had a direct in April 2nd. They're going to show more about the Switch 2.
What did they change?
The price around 3 to 4.
Oh, that'd be fine.
That's what they said. It's not an OLED.
Yeah, I know. You know why they did that? So they can do mid-generation refresh and sell the shit out of it again.
The mouse mode for Joy-Cons interests me. I think that's going to be cool.
Is that confirmed that it's a mouse mode?
When you see it on the commercial, you see it.
Oh, yeah, I seen that, but that's not a confirmation of
thing
it.
on there.
I seen that too.
Somebody, and then there was another.
How long before that?
So like if you play Civ 6.
How long before that plug-in area becomes a fail point?
I know.
Yeah.
They'll fix the joysticks, but the Joy-Con, but then
I think they intentionally engineered that in there, so you got to buy more Joy-Cons.
I already have like 8 pairs. It's gonna sit down the fucking
I don't
shelf.
think they will not. You will
They're
probably
not
not be.
compatible. No, they're bigger.
Not be able to use
the new ones are bigger.
I think that's kind of cool though. You see, which goes back to my point. I was right there too about Nintendo, or about you're like, oh, they like that, whatever. But they're in that space now where they're competing with your Steam Decks and your Legions and your this and that.
Yeah.
So they needed a more powerful.
Not so much. I think
and this thing is going to be more powerful.
It's a little bit more powerful.
It's more powerful than the Steam Deck.
PS4 Pro level.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that because you know what that does? That gives more people more access to more games and game publishers. Especially
People
like in the AAA
for
space, you won't have to play you won't have to play a dumbed down version of Witcher 3.
Pokemon's still gonna look like shit.
Yeah, but you won't have to play a dumbed down version of that. You will probably be able to play games. It's as powerful as a Steam Deck. So you'll be able to play games like Path of Exile. You'll be able to play that as well as all the beloved Nintendo franchise
I'd like
games
to play
that you have.
a fucking Zelda game that doesn't have frame hitches. But I love seeing the Pokemon comparison to like Xenoblade Chronicles. That's the big one, right? And they always say, well, Pokemon Company, please hire some of those people because Xenoblade looks fantastic, runs fantastic. It's an open world game.
I figure
and there's more happening.
What's that, Power World?
Yeah.
Power World's still getting a shit ton of people playing that motherfucker.
That game's good.
I went and looked at it. I was like, it is.
That game's fun. I could definitely be a game like,
there's still 4. You didn't play that game?
I did. I played like 20 hours of it. And then I was
I had like 100 some hours in that game.
God damn it. I cannot do
I
it.
played the shit out of that motherfucker.
No.
Yeah, I played it on the Legion. You got to get you one of those.
I got I'm thinking about one of them.
I'm going with the Legion over the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Just because Steam Deck runs, you have more deeper controls with the Legion.
There's a lot of people talking about the Switch too that I know. Like they're like, "Oh, I'm getting it for sure."
I'll
get it. I'm probably
a gaming guy.
I'm not gonna do it at launch.
I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna bitch about it for the next fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
Who wants to buy that piece of shit? And I'll own like 2 of them.
Yeah.
Because I own 2 of the other Switch, and I just bitch about it the whole time. I never play that piece of shit.
I'm not even gonna trade I have the Zelda one too, so I'm not gonna trade it in. It's just gonna go on a shelf and
I got
be
that
displayed.
one too.
So
The Zelda one.
Yep. I'm just gonna I was like, oh, I'm gonna sell it. No, wait, no, I'm not going to. So I'm excited to see what comes out on it. Like we'll see. That's what pissed me off about the first trailer because they had to do that trailer.
Yeah.
Because it was
because people kept leaking that shit.
The Genki company made a case for it.
Yeah.
And it got at CES, and everybody was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah. There was and I'm not the old.
No game shown. New Mario Kart confirmed.
Yeah.
That's all they did.
Yep. Like that'll sell 1.5 trillion copies.
Still the number one Switch game of all time.
It's good. It's a good fucking game.
The Switch is, I think, the Switch itself just took the second highest Nintendo console of all time, and still, I think it's the second highest console of all time. PlayStation 2 still holds the record.
Is that I'm not like the biggest fan of the Switch, but I used my Switch a shit ton.
Yeah, I mean,
I did.
A lot of people I'm willing to lug my PlayStation around to my place of work.
Yeah,
but some people aren't. Some people like that Switch. Like
if you got a Legion, you wouldn't have to do that.
Right. I think I don't want to go spend the money on that yet, but I do want one.
Couple overtime shifts.
I know, man. No, I'm spending. I'm going to fucking Dominican in April.
Yeah,
that's
the
where my
DR.
money's going.
I'm going to Mexico in November.
DR. Mexico.
Yeah, I went there last year.
Yeah,
I'm going there
every year, huh?
No, I'm taking the family.
Gamer athlete or
this year.
This is gamer athletes now. This is vacation athletes.
Yeah.
Go every year. You go to all inclusive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be fucking drinking on a beach. Fucking.
This will be my first all inclusive.
Oh, I'm gonna really.
Yeah.
And you're going to Dominican Republic.
You
gotta go to Mexico because then you can go down to the fucking store and just fill up on fucking Happy Pills and fucking
Jesus
you get
Christ.
Happy Pills and free drinks and you just get fucked up for a week. You know what the funny thing too though was there is actually being down there. There was like it's fun to just hang out there and shit like that. I actually ate less and drank less than I do just sitting in my fucking basement. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like when I'm at home, you know, you have a week a weekday or whatever that ends in Y. You know, there's nothing to do. You just fucking just pound it.
I can't wait.
But down there,
I got a
sitting out in the sun.
Got the hot tub on the balcony.
Hell yeah.
And a bed on the balcony. It's nice.
Yeah, but the DR's not that. They might have different rules, so you might be able to get the fucking happy pills.
Yeah. I got. You know,
it's not a United States principality like PR.
I have to fill out this form. I forgot.
Garbage Island is ours.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you had to get a passport for that.
For DR.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So they might have shit like that.
I know.
That was what's cool about Mexico is I got a bunch of fucking Mexican boner pills too.
I might go to Toronto.
I was like handing them out at work like candy. I was like, hey, you want some Mexican Viagra? I was like,
I know.
Yeah, I bought like two.
Still ain't used it.
Really? You got to use it. So
she's against it.
One thing I like to do is, you know, they have those fucking what are those chocolates you can get? Do one of those boner pill. Fucking go to town. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a little inside baseball for all you fucking. Yeah.
No, like I said, Toronto will be probably right after that.
It's kind of like I look at it like you don't necessarily need a backhoe to dig a hole. You can do it with a shovel.
Sure,
but why not use the backhoe sometimes?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I don't use a backhoe all the time.
Right.
Yeah. Just when the mood
does
is
it
right.
enhance the feel?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe not the Viagra. The fucking chocolates do though.
Yeah, I did the chocolate.
Stimulate. Oh yeah, that was great.
The first time was a banger of a time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
We're at fucking sex athletes right now.
Welcome to Sex Athletes.
Yeah. So we're getting a little off topic there, but yeah, when you get to DR, grab yourself some boner pills.
Tangent. Speaking of boner pills, Kathleen Kennedy.
Hell yeah! Is this your story?
Gonna definitely need one.
Oh, this is my story. Yeah,
she's
finally
not
this fucking
fired.
Rotten bitch is gone.
She's not fired.
Yeah, I know, but she's
out.
Hopefully, she's not fired. But
they need to get rid of this chick.
She's like she's probably one of those situations where they're like, listen, Kathleen, we're not firing you. You just can't work here anymore.
Reassigning you.
Yeah. Just can't.
We're giving you one of those jobs that the title means nothing.
Yeah, you're not gonna do anything, and we're gonna wait a couple years, and then we're gonna terminate your contract. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
'cause she has presided over the destruction of a beloved franchise.
She's been there since the beginning with George Lucas.
Yeah,
the beginning.
Yeah,
she's like a fucking boil on your ass that just won't go away, dude.
She's had I think once they had the Acolyte come out, and they're like, all right,
you gotta stop.
This is enough. Yeah. This is enough.
I haven't watched anything Star Wars since The Last Jedi.
And those were fucking terrible.
Yeah, I know.
They were so bad.
I haven't watched whatever it was, whatever that.
I saw all.
Yeah, I saw them all, but what really lost me was the second one, right? The Force Awakens.
No, the first one lost. I saw all three of them in the theater.
The first one was okay.
Full disclosure. No.
I didn't mind it.
It was okay. But you know what really pissed me off in that first one? That very first one was that she beat Kylo Ren.
Yes.
She beat Kylo Ren in her very first, knowing nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what happened to the fucking hero's journey?
And wasn't even a Skywalker or an Kenobi. Like if they'd have said she was a Kenobi the whole time. All right, man. She had some dormant shit. Whatever. You could make it some magic shit because she's a Kenobi. She was dope. But she wasn't. She was just some fuck.
Even then, Kenobi was the Padawan of fucking... What's his name?
Qui-Gon?
Yeah. Who was the one who invented the Force Ghost. This guy was no slouch. He was no slouch, and he taught Obi-Wan.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So even if she was an Obi-Wan relative, there's no way. She still has to learn. You're not going to pick up the lightsaber.
Obi-Wan took out his fucking grandfather's legs.
What?
Adam Driver, his character, Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
His grandfather.
Yeah.
Is Darth Vader.
Yes.
Obi-Wan still fucked him up.
Oh, yeah. But he had a shit ton of training, though.
But, okay.
Rey had zero training and took on a fucking Sith. First movie. Beat him.
Hurt him.
Yeah.
Beat him. Hurt him, and then the earth divided.
Right then, I was like, no. And then I went and watched the second 2 movies in the theater again.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
The second one
and
was the one
what
that
they had
killed
the
me,
fucking blue
dude.
milk and shit. That was
the
some dope
second one
shit.
killed me so bad with fucking Leia floating in the fucking, and all these women are like, sit down, man. You don't know anything.
Yeah. That was made by that fucking piece of shit,
Jesus
Ryan
Christ.
Johnson.
And then on the fucking side, God, dude, that.
Wait, was that his name? Ryan Johnson?
Yeah. And then like,
There's something about that combination
that
of
name,
names that fucking are cocksuckers.
every time I run into one.
every time you run into a Ryan Johnson, you're like, I know this guy's a slimy
He did
piece
make
of
one of the
shit.
best episodes of Breaking Bad, Osmandius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably had tighter reins, though.
Yeah, well, he had
He wanted to put
the
a bunch
creator
of...
of the show, Vince Gilligan, was probably like, no.
Yeah, over the top. Yeah, he wanted to put in a bunch of fucking gay fucking shit in there.
Maybe
He's
it's
like, "Hey, I
before
don't think so."
he went that way, though. It's like, this is the way to go in movies now.
You think?
But
Huh.
that shit, when they gave that fucking chick the fucking awesome kill, and the best part of the movie was that visual, light speed, fucking... When she blows up the ship, she goes through something. That was the coolest moment in the movie.
What, when Ray, when she does the backflip?
What's the other chick that was in the movie? Laura Dern's character.
Oh, the one with the purple hair?
No, she was the general of the ship, the little admiral.
Yeah, she had the purple hair.
Yeah, and she fucking warp speeds through another ship.
Wow, I must have
There's the
never remembered
dopest
that
scene
shit.
in the movie.
Yeah.
And then on the side, they're like, hey, by the way, it's a trap.
Was that, and then Princess Leia, was that?
What's
that
his
was
name?
Like right in the same scene where
That's
she was floating out into space or whatever.
No,
and then
what's
pulled
the
herself
dude's
back
name
in.
that says it's a trap?
Admiral
Akbar. A
Admiral
beloved
Akbar.
character. They just said he died on screen instead of giving him that scene.
Yeah.
Because he's been around forever. This chick's her first time in a movie. They give her this dope scene. Admiral Akbar, people love that dude.
Yeah. And talk about a DEI.
And he's been
hire.
around.
That guy was a fish man.
Fish.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And he was a darker complected.
Like,
gentleman.
sorry, I gotta go. This
He
is how I'm
wasn't
going
even
out.
he wasn't a cracker fish.
Yeah.
He was not a white fish.
Get a hog.
Did he?
I don't know.
He probably did.
It's a trap.
He probably did. You can't look like that. You gotta have something else. You gotta be packing something else in the
So
chamber.
she's gone. Let's hope everything improves. You might as well just reboot the whole
Kathleen
fucking
Kennedy
series.
sucks, dude.
Period.
Yeah, you need to take anything after
That would be something.
why Star Wars fan Kathleen Kennedy
Will be replaced by Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni has made some of the best stuff in Star Wars.
The only problem
He's the keeper of the lore.
The only problem with any of this shit is this goes to that with all the DEI hires and shit like that. They're not going to get rid of all those people. So what you still have now, and they coined it as the term toxic positivity, where you can't insult somebody's work at work and tell them this is a piece of shit.
Sucks.
So then you
Can't
continue
even do it at our
then-
work anymore.
Not at your job.
Yeah,
But you know, you
got a
can't
story for
tell
you
somebody that their shit is fucking sucks, and then so you end up with this just snowball effect of trash that's just piling on top of it. It's just trash piling on top of trash, and then you get trash, shit. I need to get a thesaurus. Garbage, refuse,
Yep.
yeah, waste.
Oh, we need.
Yeah, it's that's all Star Wars is. It's a fucking trash snowball.
It is. It turned it. It could have been something great. And in my opinion, God, will you please stop? It's a huge galaxy. Stop worrying about the Skywalker.
Yeah, and then you can look at the same thing happen at what was that Captain African American that just came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that they said that movie was a piece of shit too.
Piece of shit.
Did you see it?
No, I heard all about it.
Yeah,
But-
I heard it was a piece of trash.
I mean,
it still made like
you had to recast like two people because you're trying to bring another shit in. The one dude died in real life, so he Captain Ross or the General Ross,
Yeah,
who now is what's his name? Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford.
yeah.
They said he
Oh, yeah,
sucked
Harrison
in the
Ford.
movie.
Yeah,
he's
just
80 some years old.
Yeah, he just like phoned it in, is what I heard.
Yeah.
And they made him the fucking Red Hulk.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Just what was the last Marvel movie you fucking watched?
And I mean, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
Guardians
I couldn't either.
3.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Well,
Yeah,
that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I love Thor too. What was the second Thor one?
Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Ragnarok was awesome.
Yeah, and then they put out. I didn't even watch Love and Thunder with fucking.
I watched
when
it,
they
and
made
it
what's her
wasn't.
name.
It wasn't. Ragnarok.
Yeah, it was DEI shit.
Like, I don't know, man.
This takes me back. I
loved Infinity War.
Remember when we were sitting
No.
at work and I said, you have to watch this? You're like, no, it's not a big deal. And then it just snowballed from there.
I do. I didn't think it would get this bad.
I had a crystal ball back in them days.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, you have to be the watcher. You have to be the
love
watcher on
sucking your own dick.
I do.
God.
I do. I love it. It's like my.
That's why you're so worried about the gay shit in Kingdom Come. You're like,
no.
Can you suck your own dick?
No, I'm just doing that for fucking lulls because I don't really care.
Yeah.
I honestly don't care if there's like gay shit in the game as long as it's not fucking shoved down my throat.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, but
I
don't mind it. Like fucking Cyberpunk, you could be a fucking homo, and I didn't care. I didn't. It wasn't a big deal.
I know.
It wasn't a.
I'm always a lesbian if I can be one.
Yeah.
Every time. See.
Yeah.
I'm an ally.
Yeah, I am an ally as well. I am an ally as well. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to hear how fucking you're being a lesbian or you're being gay is affecting my ability to fight this fucking dragon that wants to kill me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No.
That's behind closed doors. Right now, we just got to kill this thing.
Yeah, we got to kill this fucking dragon or he's going to eat us.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I misgendered you. You're going to go cry in a fucking corner. I'll fight this dragon on my own. Get the fuck out of here.
After you killed the dragon, you be like, that was gay.
Yeah. I guess you just
fucking man.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I just think that the Kingdom Come thing was because like you had to like there are like right wing anti fucking woke shit grifters in games that just want to go out there and fucking lead the charge against it. And they overreact when it comes to like some of these things. They are very spot on when it comes to shit like Avowed or Dragon Age of Veilguard, but they're like the Kingdom Come thing with it. It's like that was a little bit over the top.
It's buried. I'm over 100 hours in the game. Nothing has come up.
You're gonna try it though, aren't you?
No.
You're like, hey dude, come here.
No way. Because the chick you can go out. She's huge. She got huge tits.
Yeah.
Going after that.
What if his friend has a huge wiener?
I don't care. Keep it in your pants, pal.
Yeah.
They did show some tits already. I did bang some chick in the woods, and they did show her naked.
Did they show her naked?
Yeah.
Might have to go to that game.
I just met her, too.
Sounds like a good game.
Just met her.
Oh, there's another game.
And she's like, help me go pick these herbs. And I was like, oh, okay.
You know who's not worried about the DEI shit is fucking China. They're coming out with bangers like all the fucking chicks in their games have fucking great asses, fucking fat cans,
and the fucking the data shows.
Yeah,
that sells.
But yeah, you know why that sells? Because newsflash, the fucking dudes play games
and girls. Like that shit too.
Yeah, they do.
They showed that even the female gamers are like, I'd rather have that.
They will always pick the hotter one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals is killing it. All of them, the Marvel Rivals girls are built.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's killing it.
Yeah. Well, even like even dudes, if given a choice, like sometimes you'll take the sliders and fucking Elden Ring and put them all over everywhere. But generally, if it's your very first character that you're playing on your very first thing, you want the dude to be fucking bulky and fucking power fantasy. You're not going to make a fat slob.
Yeah.
You're not generally going to make yourself.
We're doing it to ourselves, too. Like,
yeah, we do it, too.
Yeah, I'm not going to make him like me.
Yeah. Fucking...
Yeah.
This guy needs to look like he can fight fucking Radon.
Can I give him bad knees?
Yeah. Not out drink him. Yeah.
Fucking, no way.
No. So China's actually coming out with a new game this year.
I wish there's only 2 games where you picked a female, right? Mm-hmm. And they were actually voice acted better. The 2 games in my head that are voice acted better, which was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. You could pick her, Cassandra, and her voice acting was
real bitch.
Stellar. Over the dude. The dude was kind of just stiff and boring. And it was I noticed it, and so then the community was like, oh yeah, no, she's better. Yeah. And Cyberpunk.
I never played a dude in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, well the dude in Cyberpunk, if you look it up, the dude is not as good
I played a
female V.
Yeah, I played a female Coos Hound.
That chick
V.
That chick
I tried banging every chick
that does V's voice is in a lot of shit.
I kept like one of my favorite things to do is like every time you go through that part of town with the prostitutes, I'd always bang her.
I was so mad you couldn't lesbian up Pan Am.
Yeah.
That was a bummer.
You can't have everything.
That's a bummer.
I like what's her name though. She was good.
Judy?
Yeah.
The tattoo.
Judy Alvarez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a little accent.
Yeah, I kept going back to her house.
I'm going to call you mommy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cute.
It's fuckery time.
Yeah, and she had her fucking tattoos and crap. Like, this whole episode is fuckery.
It is.
This whole podcast is fuckery. We should just call it fuckery, and then we'll sprinkle this shit in through the show.
Fuckery.
Like, did you hear about this?
What?
Not that I was looking at this.
Yeah, we're in the fuckery
Cheetozaard?
part.
Oh, Cheetozaard. Oh, you added this in here.
I added that one.
That should be, like, up higher with the fucking Pokemon shit.
Really? Well,
That's
I know,
not really
but yeah,
fuckery.
It is. It's
They're
funny.
selling-
It's a warm-up.
They're selling a Cheeto for, like, what?
It's shaped. It's
$2,000 or whatever the
It's
fuck?
shaped like fucking Charizard. 87,000.
It's up to 87,000.
It's
Wow.
sold.
I am behind the fucking. Like, show me
87,000.
Show me what this fucking thing looks like.
87,000. That's why it's fuckery, because it was 87,000.
I would have ate that fucking thing and lost. Look how much money I would have lost. I wouldn't even have looked at that shit. And
If you were a millionaire, you'd buy it and then eat it in front of
Did
like
you see
some
how-
kids that wanted it.
did you see how much Post Malone
That's
paid for
crazy.
that fucking shiny fucking Pokemon? Look that up.
What?
Since you're on it.
I think I did read
It's like
this.
over $2 million fucking dollars
Yeah.
or some shit like that. That fucking Post Malone loves this fucking. That guy's a talented guy.
Yeah.
What a talented gentleman he is.
Listen, not anymore.
What, Post Malone?
I don't like New Post.
Why? Because he's branching out. He's not staying in the lane that you want him to stay in. Get the fuck out of here. It's
Yep.
his choice.
Yeah, it is, and now it's my choice to fucking ignore.
Yeah,
it.
I don't even listen to any of his music. Never have. But I
His old
recognize
shit's great.
I recognize talent though.
He went from hip hop to country, and that's
He's also done some fucking heavy metal shit too.
yeah, that's fine.
He did some metal shit with fucking Ozzy Osbourne. Hey, talent. I can recognize talent. Doesn't mean I want to listen to the fucking guy.
Right? No, he's talented.
Just like I said,
I just like his old music better. God damn it.
what are you saying about Miley Cyrus? I don't listen to her music, but I can respect her fucking voice.
2.7 million.
2.7 million for what did he get?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Hey, you
I
need to
can't-
get an ad
I can't.
blocker
I'm gonna
on this
fuck
thing. Use Google.
Oh, it's the One Ring card they made. It's a magic card.
Magic card. That's right. Use the fucking use Google and use an ad
good.
blocker.
I'm good. It's the One Ring card for Magic the Gathering. Magic's putting out a lot of different IPs in their
Yeah, they're supposed to be
Spider-Man, Final Fantasy.
Wizards. Yeah, they're fucking Fortnite and Magic or whatever. I know they
Magic
did-
cards, you can get a
yeah.
Final Fantasy boosters that are out now.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man.
and those are supposed to be like
I
kind of
still-
expensive.
Final Fantasy ones were selling pretty good.
Final Fantasy ones.
Yeah.
I gotta look up this fucking game. Maybe it's the Defiant. Look up that game real quick.
Okay.
This is a Chinese game where the fucking chicks look good in it. What are you doing over there?
Typing.
You texting?
Yeah.
You texting it? All right.
Yeah.
While you're looking this up, I'm gonna go over
You want me to?
Yeah.
What am I looking up?
Huh?
What am I looking up?
The Defiant. This is a Chinese game from a
Defiant.
Chinese developer. Yes.
Game or
Yeah.
X Defiant?
No. The Defiant. Not X Defiant.
Defiant.
The Defiant.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. I could be wrong on this.
Yeah. No.
What in the hell?
Oh, near it is. China.
Yeah.
China.
But China's going to be putting out a lot of bangers. I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited for it.
It's funny they're putting out good games, but they are so censored with the games that they allow. There's a lot of like.
they
stuff
allow
that
like
they
from
censor.
outside
Yeah, they
countries that
censor
come into there.
so much when it comes in, but
They
their
don't want nothing
games,
from the
they're-
U.S.
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
Oh, they don't want to see a bunch of training horse shit in their fucking games.
they're doing something right.
Fucking bullshit. Yeah. All right. So this is another fuckery story. Mozambique police warn bald men after ritual attacks. So you're not bald, so you don't have to worry about it if you go to Mozambique.
good.
You're good. Two suspects have been arrested in Central District of Melange, where the killings occurred. They believe that the head of bald men contained gold. Said Alfonso Diaz, a police commander of the Mozambique Central Zambezia province.
Mozambicans. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess they had a guy, like a witch doctor or something, convincing these people to go out and murder bald guys. They had gold in their fucking head.
Gold in their head.
Hell yeah! I wish bald guys had gold in their head. There's
Like
some people that really
Like
to
rare
fucking knock
mobs
off.
that spawn
Yeah.
in an MMO.
Fucking bust them open, fucking bunch of coins roll out their fucking head.
One just spawned. Get him.
The motivation comes from superstition and culture. Local community thinks bald individuals are rich.
Oh,
that's weird.
That's weird. It is weird.
That's
Bezos.
a weird belief.
It's because of Bezos.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Like fucking Amazon guy, they can't wait for fucking him to make a mistake of going to that country.
Yep.
Clock him on the head, fucking steal his money.
He probably got an email about it. Said, "Hey, sir, you can't go here. They'll kill you."
What was it at? Mark Zuckerberg was fucking checking out his old lady at the fucking the Trump inauguration. You see that? He was like looking at her titties.
His new chick?
Yeah.
Wait, because he was
new tit.
What was that
titties.
one chick that he was dating?
I don't know.
Michelle Duarte.
What does she look like? Pull it up.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean, you sure?
She's got nudes.
Does she? This is a family.
No, Rachel.
Show. Nah, you're not supposed to fucking pull up the
What do you mean?
nudes.
Why not? Nobody.
Is that her?
Yeah. It said former Miss. Yeah.
And that Raquel.
Yeah, that's Raquel.
Raquel. That's fucking Jeff Bezos.
I mean, that's what I thought.
So he leveled down with this new old lady because she got a bunch of plastic and shit
Yeah, look at
on
that.
her. Yeah, hey, not bad.
Yeah, he leveled down.
Yeah, he did. But Mark Zuckerberg didn't think so. Did you see that Mark Zuckerberg interview where he came out and he was like talking about how he was being forced to censor shit or whatever on Facebook? He came out and like, Facebook has let everybody down. So now they're going to do community notes on Facebook like fucking Twitter has.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Look up that thing with him. Like he actually like he doesn't look as creepy and alien anymore.
He looks. He's fuckboy now.
He went and got into, like some TRT.
Yeah.
Got a fucking spray tan or whatever, and he thinks he's fucking whatever.
Some Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs.
God. All right, you don't have to do this. Well, look up the interview with Joe Rogan and him, because he went on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan like kind of let him know that he was a piece of shit.
This one tells Joe Rogan about meta censorship.
Right.
2 hours.
But Joe Rogan makes this point at him. He's like, you're talking about the media and how the media like kind of wants to change a little bit now. But he's like, he tells, he basically says like, you kind of been shitting on us, but he's painting his pictures to the media doing this like, you guys have been shitting on us and treating us like shit for a few years, but now you want to act like you're not that person anymore. And he just looks at Mark Zuckerberg and silence at him. Joe Rogan basically just covertly said, "You're a piece of shit."
Yeah.
And fucking, he ate that shit. It was fucking. Look that up. You don't
Zuckerberg.
have to look it up now.
I'm gonna check it out.
Look it up on your own. That was a pretty solid interview. So, bald people, stay away from Mozambique.
Don't go there.
I get off on too many fucking tangents.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
I can't keep my head in a fucking game.
What is it?
Porn star drowns. I think she drowned in semen. Yeah.
While filming Bukkake.
No, this. The only problem is I don't know how true this story is. 'Cause this fucking website don't look legit
I'd have
at all.
PTSD if I was one of those guys.
Nah, you get over it.
She's Japanese.
Yeah, it was her.
Dime a dozen.
She's the one who was fucking. You were just only 2 tablespoons
doing my
of her
job.
drowning.
I was doing my job.
Yeah, yeah. You can't
They
worry
should have
about.
done a take 5.
Like you probably put more tablespoons of urine in the toilet. You can't worry about people drowning in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're only 2 tablespoons in this equation.
They didn't take 2 and think it through.
What?
They didn't take 2 and think it through.
What is that?
That's the old take 5 shit. When I
Really?
first hired in, that was our slogan.
They had that fucking
Take
high
2
racks.
and think it through.
Huh.
That one should have just stuck.
Yeah, a tragic sense of grief today in Japan's adult movie star industry this morning over the loss of popular actress who died in an accident while shooting a scene in an upcoming film. The 23-year-old actress, who remains unnamed due to Japanese laws requiring the next of kin to formally be notified first, died after drowning in semen while shooting at a studio in Tokyo.
Shinjuku.
Yeah. The cameraman from the shoot said the actress was filming a bukkake scene. That must have been a lot of semen.
Damn.
That's a lot.
30 male actors.
Wow.
She was kneeling, they were taking turns,
That's
ejaculating on her.
That's 60 teaspoons.
They insisted that they direct the semen into her mouth, which is quite normal for Japanese.
Yeah, that seems right.
Unfortunately, however, the filming began to choke. Camera crew stated that she was actually acting, But in fact, she was actually unable to breathe.
Oh,
She had
shit.
swallowed too much of a load, apparently. It came, get it, as quite a shock to us when she collapsed.
I mean, that's 10 U.S. fluid ounces.
The director was
semen.
angry at first, telling her that she ruined the shot. But then he realized she could not breathe. Everyone became shocked.
And they died. She died?
They panicked. Unfortunately, one of them was a skilled emergency medical responder before he became a porn star. Wow. He tried to scoop as much semen out before starting mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
This is bullshit.
This is
I'm going to call
bullshit.
bullshit on this fucking story. But it's still funny.
I'm sorry.
This is hard to
I cannot do mouth-to-mouth.
Yeah, that's fucking. I wouldn't do it either.
We're all 30 dudes look at each other. Who's doing it, bro?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't do it at all.
Bukkake is a word meaning to splash rudely, and has become one of the most popular forms of pornography depicted in Japanese.
You seem like a bukkake guy. You like bukkakes?
No, bro. I don't even want to see that shit. I don't even like my own shit. Come on, man.
You don't like shooting your own load on the back?
I don't want it on me, or I don't want to like deal with it. I don't want to even watch it. No, that's gross, dude. the reels that are funny that when they give the girls toaster strudels, and he's like, "It took me 4 hours to make that." It's got a shitload of icing. Yeah. She's like, "What do you mean?" Those are funny.
Yeah.
Good look. It keeps going. This could definitely have major implications for the JV industry.
I think this story is horseshit, but it was still funny when I seen it. So
Here's the actual link.
I'm gonna throw it in there. Yeah, see, file not found page. That one
Hilarious. The mouth-to-mouth part was the giveaway.
Yeah.
He said, I scooped it out.
I wouldn't have given her mouth to mouth though. I gotta be honest. I'd be like, this bitch is dead.
She did.
Yeah. Like let's say you're a fucking paramedic in that situation.
I need a nap anyway.
Like, does anybody know CPR? And you're like, yeah. Today I don't. Nope.
I'm not. You don't need mouth to mouth anymore. They said
nothing I
you
can
just
do.
break her ribs and like you're supposed to do.
Really? How are you gonna get oxygen into their blood?
They say it's fine.
Really?
9
out of 10.
The new standard.
9 out of 10 vegetables agree.
Yeah. Just break their ribs.
Fucking works just fine. Man caught spiking his female date's drinks with Viagra to make sure that they don't get boners because you never know these days.
What the fuck?
Yep. So this is
I wanted to see if she would get a boner.
Yeah, you never know.
That's kind of a good plan.
It is. Illegal.
It takes
But a good plan.
How long though?
30 minutes.
Okay.
About 30 minutes. I don't know. Because there's different kinds. Like there are ones that like they just give you a boner, I think, and then there's other ones that like you have to have some state of arousal for it to kick in. It just helps.
That's what I like.
You at the
I'd
boner.
like that. That'd be all right.
That's like Cialis is like that. I got a Cialis prescription once.
Oh.
Yeah. I went into the fucking doctor. I was like, I got a problem. He's like, I'll give you
This
some.
is boner athletes.
I'll give you some. He's like, I'll give you some samples. Like, all right. I handed those out too. I was like, here, try some of these.
Trick or treat.
Yeah. I've been doing some fucked up shit for like a long time.
Science reports. This is crazy. 3 women went on dates with them to be treated by medical professionals arriving with various degrees of engorged clitorises.
Holy shit. Does that work?
Each woman had elevated levels of Synfedel citrate in their systems.
Hey, look up what happens
it's more
to women.
commonly known as Viagra.
Look up what happens to women. Does it like heighten their sensations?
The clitoris becomes engorged and intense pulsating in one case.
Really?
Doom, 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 doom.
Is that a bad thing?
When questioned about this, the sildenafil citrate being present in the bloodstreams of these dates, Max Reynolds had this to say. Yeah, I slipped each one of them a couple Viagra's. No harm, no foul, right?
No, go to the picture of that guy. It's like up at the top. They shouldn't be dating this guy anyway. He's got a
Look at
face
that
tattoo.
tattoo
That guy's
right
shady
there,
as
bro.
shit already.
He got
That guy's
crazy
a
eyes,
shady
too.
dude. Yeah. Well, everybody's got crazy eyes in their fucking mugshot.
I had a good mugshot.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you get arrested for?
When I was 20, I had underage drinking.
When you were 20?
Yep.
If
Right there.
I was a cop,
I was so close.
I would let that slide.
So
if I was
close.
a cop.
Months away. I was so mad.
What an arbitrary rule we have here in this country. Like most of the world has.
There was like 20 of us that got arrested that night.
You can fight and die for our country, but you can't have a beer.
Can't have that.
Jesse Ventura said it the best. He was deployed into, I think he was in Vietnam. I can't remember exactly where he was. But he was whatever. He was like a Navy SEAL or something like that. But he's at war and he's 19 years old, fucking shooting motherfuckers with a gun. Comes back to America. He's hanging out. He goes back early and says, I want to go back. He said, why? He said, over there I'm a man. Here I'm a kid.
Yep.
I can't even get a fucking beer, but you guys will put a gun in my
this
hand.
This shit'll make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaur.
Yeah.
Just like me.
So,
bunch of slack-jawed faggots around here.
Hey, you can't say that. We have to beep that.
Yeah, boop.
Hey, put a marker, producer. All right. Yeah, this guy is shady as shit. You shouldn't, like, if you go on a date with this guy, I mean.
I love it's cool. You never know anymore these days whether a person is a man or a woman. So I figured if she got a boner, she's a dude. Wasn't like they were roofies or anything. Yeah.
See, like, I don't like to blame victims, but I mean, at a certain point, I mean, come on. You should know that if you're going to see this guy on a date, he's probably not on the up and up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something's up.
Like, it's hard to tell if that's like a picture, like a mug shot, or that's just like.
But they also teach women to be careful with their drinks.
They do.
So they trusted him. Who's at fault?
No, you don't trust the guy.
You don't trust him. As soon as you see him,
no,
he got a neck and face tattoo.
Yeah, you don't trust a guy like that. That's 2 strikes right there.
That's 2, yeah.
Yeah. You know, fuck. Come on. Like I said, I don't like the victim blaming. I mean, come on.
He looks a little slack jog too. Look.
Yeah. At a certain point, you got to be like, all right. So, like you're not supposed to be swiping right on a guy that looks like that. No.
Yeah. No. I wonder what the pictures were.
Nah, girls like bad boys. Like he's a bad boy. Yeah. He's got his fucking get out of jail fucking his parole fucking thing hanging on the wall behind him in his picture. He's like, oh, I'm gonna swipe right at that. Like girls like sending letters like Jeffrey Dahmer, like he got marriage proposals and shit when he was in fucking prison.
Messed up, dude.
That guy didn't even like chicks. He was getting marriage proposals.
God,
fucking weirdos. Anyway, do you have anything more to add for this episode of Gamer Athletes? Remember to follow us on all of our socials. Thank you everyone for listening and supporting us. This has been another episode of Gamer Athletes. Have a good day.
Needs 21 speakers and handmade leather seats. Who doesn't? Maserati Grecale. Way too much is exactly what you need.
Sleep protesting? Try these. Ollie Sleep Gummies help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
There was a post about this that I've seen that was pretty weird, and I was going to watch a video about it and take a look at it. Here we go.
So over on NeoGAF, there's
As a tool to spread rhetoric, rather than using video games as a medium for entertainment. Like, they basically want to take over the medium and then use it as a machine that they can push their agenda.